just come down to the spring show. If you're bored, just come down here, and it's at the back of Gage Park. You just get onto, I think it's on to Gage Street.
Up Gage to Lawrence.
If you're coming in by King or Main, get to Gage, and then just head south on Gage.
To Lawrence.
To Lawrence. And then it just loops around.
And there's signs showing.
And then the signs are showing. You'll see the tennis courts on the left-hand side, and the gates right past it, and there's lots of parking. The parking's free, by the way.
Hi, this is Jason from the Two Guys Funny Show. We're here today live at the Hamilton Spring Tide Bulb Show here in Hamilton, Ontario. And we're probably here with my counterpart, David. And we're going to show you some more of inside the show. We're going to walk around. I'm going to display some names of some plants. And we're going to have a great old time. So we'll be back shortly with this. Just follow us in and we'll have more. Come on, Dave. As we're taking you in, we're going into the thing. As you can see, he's got the sign up there. Yeah, and if I don't know, he's going to focus. It's his first time, so bear with the footage. But that's Dave on the camera. And if you... Yeah, okay, you can keep coming there, Dave. We're going inside now. We're inside here. We're going to let people go by us. We're going to come over to the side here, Dave. And have you focus in. If you want to do some pan shot while I'm speaking here on the mic. If you want to focus in here, get the... You want to autofocus it? There? Okay. Now, if you want to do some shots, I'm going to explain. There's actual bunny right here. It's a wired stuffed like kind of grass or peat moss or whatever in it. It's a bunny. And then we got the a pond over here. It's got koi fish in the pond. And we're at the first plant. It is a bromeliad plant. And then we have on the right-hand side of Dave, we have a Boston fir. As he records there. For this, and then some other big tall plant, as you can see. But bear with the video and stuff like that. Then we have a picture of a yellow Volkswagen Beetle here up on a poster. This is a Volkswagen Fest. It's the 60s flower bus. We have one of those in Hamilton on Wentworth Street, just before Stinson. We have a old hippie bus standing there and stuff like that. So you enjoy this. As we keep walking, we're coming up to some weird tree with some like pink furry, I don't know, flowers on it, as you can see. And then we're coming up to another flower, as Dave's going to point out. It is the pink globe, a rubricae pink globe, as we have to say. So that's a pretty good concept of that. Other than that, we got to say, if you want to bring the camera up and zoom on me, that'd be perfect. So as we got to say is, it's been an enjoyment here this year. This is the second year I've been to this. And as we say, the Two Guys Funny Show is going to be awesome. We also have a plant called Moses in the Cradle and a Traveler's Palm, as we have here at the show, as he's filming away as I'm narrating for this funny scene. And then we also got an area where they have birds, 2 green parrots. They are yellow-crowned, amazing Harvey and Mindy. They are a lifespan is 50 years old, in captivity. Distribution habit, the yellow-headed parrot is found in the amazing Brazilian and Guianas with additional population in northwest South Africa, with the Prama as his bird of tropical forest, both humid and dry. Woodland mangroves and savanna, and also be found on the cultivated land in the suburban areas in the southern part of its range. It's barely found far from the Amazon rainforest. It's mainly low bird, but has locally been recorded up to 800 meters, 2,600 feet long, and the eastern slopes of Andros. Yellow-crowned Amazons are mostly green. They have a yellow forehead and a red speculum. They also have a red blend of their wing. Sometimes the yellow on their forehead will extend to include their lores and around their eyes. This break is dark gray. Their legs are also gray and their irises are orange. No visible difference between sexes. Breeding. The nest is in a hollow in a tree, palm, or terrarium, where they lay 2 to 3 eggs. The incubation time is about 26 days, and the chicks have the rest about 60 days from hatching. Donations for the birds are collected in a donation box out front of the thing, as Dave's going to show you in a minute of the production of the Two Guys Funny Show. Yeah, that's right. You know where to do when you see this video. There's a donation box right there, and you can also leave your comments and your button subscribe in the top left corner, and leave your comments below. So we're going to move on, and he's going to show you some more footage from this amazing show as we report from the Hamilton Spring Tide Bulb Show. If you guys are just tuning in and wondering what's going on, we also have another tree, palm tree behind us, one with a big huge ball on the end. I forget what it's called, but it's kind of funny and kind of neat. So we're going to do that, and we're going to come up to the pond, and then we're going to have good old Mr. David take over and do some narrating himself and do some funny guy stuff. So as we can say, we are at the peace sign. We love you. Peace out, everybody. And we'll be back just briefly after this brief message. This is your one and only Jason from the Funny Guy Show, from the Hamilton Tide Bulb Show.
Well, it's
Silver Seminoles.
they're silver Seminoles, he says. Okay. I'm not too great with flowers here, so bear with me. I'm not a great flower person or horticultural. Even though I worked in greenhouses for a few years, I'm still not the greatest flower person. But anyway, this is called Mother-in-Law's Mongrel. Here, I guess. There's a whole bunch here. There's Hawaiian, Schefflera. Pronunciations you cannot normally do because they're from another culture like Italy. All those other countries. So but this is my favorite part on the right, on your left, my right. I just love this kind of thing. I just love ponds. I just love seeing koi fish inside of ponds. And this is great. See a nice big one there. Yeah, you see a nice big koi right there. Another one beside it. A nice big koi fish in this pond here. They look quite happy. A lot of them in here. One thing about kois is the water does not have to be perfectly clean. They can survive in murky, muddy water. And there's a nice falls coming down. That's what creates their oxygen and cleans the water as well. All the bubbles. And so we got to walk back around again. We'll walk it back around. We got to go over a little drawbridge, everybody. The more ferns on the right. On your right, a Queen Kimberly fern. Those are kind of nice. And then on the left there is also some daffodils, they look like. Now we're coming up to what is called a red-eared slider. It's a type of snapping turtle, I guess you would call it. A turtle.
No, they can be pets.
Yeah, they can be pets. Yeah, they can't be snapping, or they wouldn't have them in a pond open like this. We gotta find him. He's in there somewhere. Oh, okay.
And you're gonna read off the little
okay.
description.
So
of
we have
the name of the bird.
So we have the rose-breasted cockatoo up here. And there's supposed to be two of them.
Yeah.
Lean and Marie, but all I see is one of them right now. Maybe the other's sleeping, or maybe it's died. But anyway, scientific name Melopius rosacea, also known as the rose-breasted cockatoo, Gallic cockatoo, rosette cockatoo, or pink and gray cockatoo. Lifespan 50 plus years in captivity. Their distribution of habitat is the galahs. Galahs are found in all Australian states and are absent only from the driest areas and the far north of Cape York, Pennsylvania. It is still uncertain whether they are native to Tasmania, though they are locally common today, especially in urban areas. They are common in some metropolitan areas, for example, Adelaide, Perth, and Melbourne, and common to abundant in open habitats which offer at least some scattered trees for shelter. Hey, galahs are about 35 centimeters, 14 inches long, and weigh 270 to 350 grams. It has a pale gray to mid-gray back, a pale gray rump, a pink face and chest, and a light pink mobile crest. It has a bone-colored beak, and the bare skin of the eye rings is carnoculated. It has gray legs. The genders appear similar, however, generally adult birds differ in the color of the irises. Of its irises, oh boy. No, I lost where I was reading. Of the irises, yep. The male has a very dark brown, almost black iris, and the female has a mid-brown red irises. The color of the juveniles are duller than the adults. Juveniles have grays, chests, crowns, and chests, and they have brown irises and whitish bare eye rings. Now, they get nests in tree cavities. The eggs are white, and there are usually 2 or 5 in the clutch. The eggs are incubated for about 25 days, and both the male and female share the incubation. The chicks leave the nest about 49 days after hatching. Like most other cockatoos, galahs create strong, lifelong bonds with their partners.
That's right.
So that's a lot of reading.
Say that exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move on here.
Now, this is more like greenery foliage here.
Indoor, like a
So see, this is more. This is like a Chinese evergreen flower here. They're actually more like plants. These are like the type of plants my grandmother used to keep in her solarium as well. And there's more flowers. Oh yes, and there's more foliage. Lots of foliage. It's really warm in this greenhouse. It's actually only like beginning of March, and it's like we're already in spring here already. Okay, I don't know anything about these records hanging, but they're hanging there. I guess it's to do with the peace movement. the days of the 60s hippies movement.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
have anything to say about your crazy wild adventure today of your trip to the bulb show?
The crazy thing is, I didn't know they did this kind of thing. It's like this is the big park in Hamilton, and it looks like they do this every year.
From the 9th to the 18th, right?
9th, yes, 9th to 18th of March.
9 till 3 during the week.
9 o'clock till 3 o'clock on weekdays, and it's 9
Saturday, Sunday.
9 till 4 on Saturdays and Sundays. And it's free at the Gage Park. You come in through the back of Gage Park by the train tracks, by the tennis courts.
And they recommend you bring a nice one.
And we recommend you bring a can of food for donation
For
the food share.
Right. So, what do you have anything to say about your trips in Hamilton that you've inspired in your whole time that you've done this there, Dave?
Well, it's some things are unique here. So there's lots to see in Hamilton because it's a big city, so they have all kinds of things. Like yesterday, I was out in the Ancaster, so it was quite a ways out to there. But it's the only Michael's place in the whole area. Okay, so we'll be going. So I'll be signing off. I'm going to be going back to Jason on the flip. So we are just off now from the Two Guys Crazy Fun Show.